our wedding day, my fiancé, Harrison Kent, was killed in a catastrophic car crash on his way to pick me up. I became a widow before I could say I do. The child I was carrying became the Kent heir, an orphan before birth. The shock shattered me. I descended into a darkness I couldn't escape, grappling with a severe depression that whispered suicide into my ear countless times. Everyone, including my mother-in-law, pleaded with me to cling to life for the sake of the baby. The funeral was a blur. The only thing that pierced the fog was the arrival of his elder brother, who flew back from his work overseas. He had the exact same eyes, the same sharp jawline as Harry. Watching him, I kept slipping into a daze, confusing the living with the dead. It was during one of these moments of confused grief, standing outside my mother-in-law's bedroom, that I heard them talking. You faked your death and ditched your wedding for this woman? And you let Stella believe she was a widow and put her life at risk? The child she's carrying is yours, Harrison. You staged this entire charade just so you could bring that forbidden obsession home? The silence stretched, thick and suffocating. Finally, the soft, low voice of my brother-in-law drifted out. Zara has maybe 6 months left, tops. The doctors confirmed the diagnosis. This is her only wish. Once those 6 months are up, Stella will have given birth, and everything will go back to normal. We'll be a happy family of 3, just as planned. In that instant, the world stopped spinning, and the fog lifted with brutal clarity. My husband was not dead. The man I'd been seeing for the last 2 weeks, the man with his sympathetic eyes and shared DNA, was Harrison Kent. I fought a violent shudder, gripping the edge of the hallway table. Stumbling back to my room, I fumbled for my phone and sent a text to my own brother, Jake, who worked in high-level private security overseas. Jake, I need you to arrange an accident. A spectacular one. If he wants to play dead, I'll give Harrison Kent a taste of his own medicine. My hands were shaking so badly I almost dropped the phone. The conversation from the next room continued to bleed into the stillness. Do you think this is fair to Stella? She'd have followed you to the grave already if it weren't for that baby. She's wasting away, Harry. It's breaking my heart. Harrison let out a deep, tired sigh. But Zara only has half a year, Mom. This is her final plea. I can't deny her this. He paused, then his voice grew steadier, colder. As for Stella, we have a lifetime. I will make this up to her. Don't worry. My chest seized up. It felt like a massive, icy hand had clamped down on my heart, the pain radiating to my limbs, stealing my breath. I stumbled into the bedroom, my legs giving out, and I crumpled onto the carpet just as Jake called back. Stella, what's going on? What happened? Isn't Harrison gone? I wanted to speak, to scream, but only ragged, uncontrollable sobs escaped. Yes, I thought, to the world, Harrison Kent is dead. Even I couldn't have imagined he would fake his death, and the reason was a lie about a desperate woman. I didn't have to explain. Jake must have heard the raw grief and rage in my silence. I hear you, he said softly after a long moment. I'm sending a jet. The night after tomorrow. Everything else will be handled. When the call ended, I remained frozen in place, the phone still pressed to my ear. That was when a gentle knock came at the door. Standing there, holding a glass of warm milk, was my brother-in-law, or, rather, my husband, Harrison Kent. Stella, what are you doing on the floor? And why are you crying? Are you thinking about Harry again? In the 2 weeks he'd been back, playing the role of the sympathetic, grieving brother, Harrison had been relentlessly kind, almost obsessively concerned about me. Countless times, when his gaze was too genuine, too familiar, I'd fall into a daze. My mother-in-law had always blamed it on my profound sorrow. I quickly locked my phone screen and forced a flimsy smile. Nothing, just a bit dizzy. My stomach felt off, and I lost my footing.